Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through my skincare routine. This video is highly requested, and the reason that I've held off from doing it is because my skincare routine, mainly my night skincare routine, because my daytime skincare routine is pretty light on, but my nighttime skincare routine isn't a nice sort of linear process where I tone with this, or I cleanse with this product, I tone with this product, and I moisturize with this product and we're done kind of thing. I chop and change my skincare nightly depending on how my skin is feeling, what I've done that day, what I'm doing the next day, how it's reacting, is it breaking out, is it dry, is it oily, like the time of year. It changes constantly, and also I'm often trying new products as well, but I've kind of split it up into stages or steps, and I'm going to talk you through the few different products that I use in each of them, and I'll demonstrate, and I will try and give you as much information as I can. To be honest, I'm not a skincare expert. I don't even have as much knowledge as I would like to. There are people on YouTube who are awesome at it, so I'll try and link some of my favorite sort of skincare channels in the description box below, and if you have some favorite skincare YouTubers that you would recommend to me, please leave them in the comments because I would love to hear from them as well. So stage one of my skincare is makeup removal, or first layer makeup removal as I like to call it. I use makeup removal wipes. These are very controversial. I don't use them to cleanse my skin. It's purely to take away the first layer of makeup, and I like the Simple Kind to Skin cleansing facial wipes. If you've watched any of my empties videos over the past few years, you would 100% know this product because it pops up constantly. I feel like they do a really nice job of removing my makeup and they don't irritate my skin. As an alternative to remove my first layer of makeup, I do use micellar waters. I've used a variety over the years. I'm currently using the Simple Kind to Skin micellar cleansing water, and I do really enjoy this one. I feel like it does a good job. It's great for sensitive skin, and it's also really inexpensive as well. So that with a cotton round to remove my makeup. Stage two in my skincare process is to cleanse, and I like to follow a two-step cleansing method. So I don't count the makeup removal as one step because that's really, like I said, just the first layer. To really break down any product that is left on my skin, I like to use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. I'm currently using the Emma Hardy Moringa or Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. I really like this for breaking down my makeup. I get a small amount of this in the palm of my hands, rub it together to almost create an oil, and then I massage this into my face, into my eyes to remove any excess makeup, any excess skincare, any excess SPF. You really need that oily product to really break down the other oils that are on your skin. I like to take my time massaging this into the skin to really make sure that I've got everything off and that it's going to be nice and clean. And then I take the facial cloth that comes with it. It has one side that's a little bit more of a muslin cloth and one side's a little bit more like your traditional, I guess, face washer, and I use that damp to remove all the excess product from my skin. And I find that this is quite hydrating for those of you who have more dry skin. I think you'll really enjoy this type of product as a cleanser. To do my second cleanse, and in this one I really am looking at actually cleansing my skin, I have been enjoying the Ceramic Slip Clay Cleanser from Sunday Riley. This one is supposed to minimize pores, help detoxify for clear porcelain skin. It has French green clay in it, vitamin C, black pepper, frankincense. It's for normal to oily skin, which is what my skin category, I guess, falls into. I do have an oily T-zone. I am still acne prone even at 26, almost 27, and I just find that this is a nice one to really make my skin feel clean, but I don't feel like it strips my skin. It doesn't leave it coming out of like the shower feeling really dry. I use this with my Clarisonic. I've been using a Clarisonic for 6+ years now, and I really like the way it works for my skin. I have the Luxe Head on at the moment, which is really gentle. If you have tried a Clarisonic and have found it a little bit too rough for your skin, I would recommend looking at the Luxe Heads because they are definitely very gentle, and they do provide a light exfoliation, which I like, a light physical exfoliation, but they're not too scratchy, and I still think it would be fine for sensitive skin. If my skin is feeling particularly dry or irritated, I will use the Gentle Cream Cleanser from MV Organic Skincare as an alternative. This one is for radiant healthy skin. It is Australian made. It's on the more expensive side, definitely. I picked this up on Cult Beauty, I believe, but it has a really nice cleansing feeling while also being hydrating as well. You're actually supposed to apply this one to dry skin and massage it in, and then again wipe it away with a cloth. So now that we've cleansed our skin, we move on to exfoliating, and I don't mind a little bit of physical exfoliation, but I find that between the Clarisonic and also using the facial cloth, that's enough for me. I don't mind the odd facial scrub. I don't currently have one that I'm using that I particularly like, but I do like to use chemical exfoliants or acid exfoliants. One that I use probably maybe once a fortnight is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This is a exfoliant that I would use in the shower. It's supposed to help deep clean your skin. It is a herbal based exfoliating cleanser used to break down oily buildup, extra dead skin cells, things like that. It says that you can use it up to 2 to 3 times a week, but because of all the other exfoliants that I use, it doesn't get used as regularly. It has lasted me a really long time, and it is nice as an extra deep cleanse. The other exfoliants that I use out of the shower are the facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. This is probably my favorite, my go-to. I can use this every night or every other night. It's alcohol free, so it's relatively good for sensitive skin. It is gentle enough that I can use it that regularly. However, it also just has that right amount of exfoliation, helping to break down any dead skin cells. I feel like it helps to shrink my pores in a way as well, and just make sure that my skin is looking as radiant as it can. You simply take one of the pads, rub it all over your face. I then like to bring it down my neck, onto my décolletage, sometimes onto like the back of my neck where I sometimes still get little breakouts. I'll use it on the back of my hands and even on my feet. If there's any sort of leftover product on the pads, I make sure I get as much out of them as I can. An alternative and a great Australian product is the Liquid Gold from Alpha H. This one, again, cult status in the beauty world. It's a multi-action formula with silk proteins and licorice extract to refine and firm the skin. It's using that acid just to help regenerate your skin. It says for an intensive treatment, leave overnight without applying anything else, and sometimes I will do that, or then you can go in and follow up with your usual serums and moisturizers. Whenever I'm using any of these type products, I like to leave them for at least 5 to 10 minutes without applying anything else on my skin so they can really get to work, and then I'll follow up with any other products that I intend to use. So my next step in my routine is treatments, serums, or oils, and this is where it definitely changes up from night to night depending on what I'm going for. I have some treatments or serums that are more for exfoliation and radiance, and I have some that are more for hydration. So a couple of favorites of mine, one is the Good Genes treatment from Sunday Riley. This is supposed to brighten, exfoliate, plumps lines, evens hyperpigmentation, increases circulation for instant radiance. This is a fantastic product. I'm on my second bottle of this. I love it. While it does have exfoliating properties in it, it also seems to help hydrate my skin. I don't know how it works. I don't know the science behind it, but I really enjoy it. If I use this, I may skip the other exfoliants and just use this one and maybe follow up with a moisturizer if my skin is feeling a little bit dry, or sometimes I'll just use this on its own straight after cleansing. I forgot to mention, before I move into the serums and oils, I will actually use hydrating sprays sometimes to help the product go on easier. So a couple that I enjoy, they're usually rose water mists. I have the Cosmea Hydrating Rose Water Mist for all skin types, and also the MV Organic Skincare Rose Hydrating Mist, all skins plus sensitive. Both of these do a similar job. The Cosmea is a lot more inexpensive, so if you are looking to try it, maybe check out this one. But both are lovely, and I love the feel of the water on my skin before I start applying the oils and serums. I just find that it helps everything sink into my skin easier. It's easier to massage it into my skin. It just makes the overall experience more pleasurable. I'll often use these sort of straight out of the shower just to sort of give you that extra hydration, or just to balance the skin if you've just dried it and cleansed it. Okay, back to the serums and treatments and oils. I do really enjoy the jojoba company oils. I have a couple that I'm using in rotation. One is the 100% natural jojoba plus rosehip oil, and the other one is a new one that I've started using. It's the natural pigmentation oil. Both of these have jojoba oil in it, as well as other different oils. You take a couple of drops, massage it into the skin, and I really find that it's a great way to help balance my oily skin. Even though I do have oils, I feel like Adding oils doesn't make it extra oily. If anything, it helps balance it out. It helps add hydration. It helps deal with any flaky patches that I tend to suffer from, because even though I do have oily combination skin, I do suffer from dry patches, particularly if I'm treating acne or blemishes. So these oils work really well to add hydration. You can tell I love my oils and serums because I'm still on this category. The Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This one is an elixir of pure essential oils that's supposed to visibly restore the appearance of skin by morning. I really like this one. I find this one is particularly hydrating on my skin. It doesn't cause it to break out or have any issues, and sometimes when I just want something simple to apply to just, I guess, revive my skin if it's being a little bit sensitive or if it's being a little bit dry, I go for this one. And then lastly, I have a very interesting product. It's the Lunar Sleeping Night Oil from Sunday Riley. This one has a retinol or a retinol ester in it, so it does probably sway in between the hydrating slash exfoliating kind of or more treatment type of oil product. I use this, a few drops of this, I like massage it into my skin, down my décolletage, sort of onto my chest, and I really do feel like it does something wonderful for my skin. What it is, I don't know, but after using it regularly for a couple of weeks, I could really start to see that my skin just felt overall better. It just seemed a little bit clearer. My pores seemed a little bit smaller. I don't know, it had a better feeling overall, so I do enjoy that one. I don't believe it works for everyone. Some people love it, some people just don't understand the hype, and it is very expensive, but it is a product that I am currently working into my skincare routine, and so far I am having good results with that one. And the last stage in my skincare routine is moisturization. While some of these oils are hydrating, I still will use a moisturizer regularly. My favorite, and one that I think I'm up to my third or fourth pot of this, it's the Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief Gel Cream. I love this stuff. It just has the right level of hydration for me. It sinks into the skin so easily. It does have that gel-like feel to it, so it's lightweight, particularly if I'm feeling extra oily. This doesn't make me sort of cringe when I'm applying extra product to my skin. Whether you have oily skin or dry skin, I still truly believe that you need to use a moisturizer, and I thoroughly enjoy this one. If I need extra high level moisturization, I'll go in with the Rose Soothing Protective Moisturizer from MV Organic Skincare. This one is just that next level of moisturizer. You only need to use the smallest amount of this, and it's intensely hydrating, at least on my skin. So a small amount of this. It does have rose oil, infused in, and this one I like to use particularly if I've used the mist to help, I guess, spread it out, because it is quite a thick cream and it just needs a little bit of extra something to help work it into the skin. Eye cream is the one thing that I'm lacking, and I definitely need some recommendations from you guys just to hydrate that area. I do use the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I do feel like I need to move into a more age-defying kind of eye cream, but at the moment this one does the job of really hydrating underneath the eyes. It's a very thick cream. You really don't need a lot, and you just sort of tap it in with your finger all around, sort of under the eye up to the brow bone, and it really hydrates that area and stops it from drying out. Okay, so that rounds out my nighttime skincare and makeup removal routine. I hope you guys have enjoyed hearing about all the different products that I use. Like I said, it's very product heavy. You don't necessarily need to have all these products on the go at once. For me, it's a little bit of a side effect of having a YouTube channel and being so into beauty, is that I always want to try different skincare things at the same time. You do really have to listen to your own skin and see what works for you. Also remember that I am in my sort of mid to late 20s, so what works for me may not work for a teenager, may not work for somebody in their 40s or 50s. This is just the things that I like to use. I will have all the products that I mentioned listed in the description box below for your information. All my social media links are there as well, so please come say hi to me. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you on my channel. Other than that, I hope you guys are all doing really well. My name is Rachel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!